JD, welcome to the big time.
Oh, this is it, no doubt at all. Big time, high above the contest itself. So we have, without a doubt, the best seat in the house for what guarantees to be a good game.
Unless you're not a heights guy, we are pretty high up here. Great view though. Jump ball here, Ulysses Diaz for Tech. That's a jump ball won by Millbury. They're going to look to run right away. Gets fouled. That's number 4, Jaden Delalue. He gets fouled by Brandon Antwine. So a quick start for the Woolies. As to be expected, they're coming in here with a 20-3 record. Their regular season power ranking was 6.7. Misses that free throw. A 1-on-1 comes up the board. It's Lintech's customary starting 5. Andy Batista, Gio Jean, a 1-on-1, Brandon Antwine, and Ulysses Diaz. Tech trailing 2-0. Just started here. Missed from Gio Jean.
Nice play.
Great play by Ulysses
Nice
Diaz.
play. Yeah, mate.
18 seconds on the shot clock. 7:38 to play here in the opening quarter. Jean shakes and makes, drives, goes up, no good. Nice box out from number 21. That is senior Nolan Clark. And a fast break and a bucket from Jimmer Donnelly. That's pretty much the heart and soul of that Millbury team. His coach, actually, his father is the coach. Picks up a foul there. That's going to be on number 11. That's on Donnelly. So we'll keep in mind his foul trouble. 7:21 to play. 4-0. Millbury Woolies. Tech looking to get themselves settled here on their second possession of the game. Batista drives right, drives left, gets a screen from a 1, takes a corner jumper, no good. Rebound Millbury, nearly a steal. Here come the Woolies setting up their half-court offense. We've seen the fast break. Long distance three from Donnelly, no good. Jean with the board. And that's what Tech needs to do, JD, really absorb the first punch.
Absolutely, which they are still in the process of doing, as they haven't put anything on the board yet. But nice seeing the game slow it down a little bit, take your time, try to put the plays together.
Jean with the ball, corner, nice screen from a 1. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 6:25 to play in the quarter, still plenty of time here. Passes to Batista, he's going to take this jumper. 5 seconds, goes back to Jean, long distance 3, no good. Rebound, that's number 1, senior Aiden Filippo. Here come the Woolies.
Yeah.
Tech looking for back-to-back stops. They are 0 for 3 in their first offensive possessions.
So it's early. They've got an early jump out. They're quick. They're aggressive. They've been able to follow up on boards, offensive and defensively. They being the Woolies. But again, it's really too early to tell anything.
And watching a long distance 3, no good. Watching a little bit of film, not to profess to be an expert on Wooly basketball, but they are very good when they're running the fast break. And we saw that.
Very quick.
2 buckets.
I noticed that in the warm-ups.
Explosive. Jean looking to get in the paint. Man-to-man defense from Millbury. Batista open 3 up top. Drains it.
Nice basket.
4-3. Here comes the Tech press. Brandon Antwine the steals. He gets not hit. Clean block.
Wow.
Jimmer Donnelly made up for that turnover. Here comes Tech with their press, though. They can impose their will with the press. Nearly an extra step there. Long distance corner 3, no good. Gio Jean with the board. Now it feels like Tech's controlling the pace of play. Here comes Jean. He's going to drive left. Goes up, gets hit. No whistle. He is down. Hit his head. Referee blows the whistle.
That looks serious.
And I'm not quite sure how there wasn't contact on that play. Training staff onto the floor. Millbury taking advantage of this. Coach Donnelly is. I don't know if you get a view of that, Zach.
Actually looked like he stepped into him defensively.
4-3. Millbury over Lintech. 4:52 to play. Gio Jean coming out of the game. Travis Sanchez checking in.
Let's see. Taking a visit with athletic trainer Joe Walsh.
Nice inbound pass to Walsh. Sanchez.
Got to hope he's got to bounce back from that.
They're going to need GOG to compete in this game, no doubt about it. Sanchez up top. Nice screen from Antoine.
There's one. Okay, so they're playing aggressively. I'm glad
Both
to see
teams.
that the refs caught that one.
That's the second team foul for Millbury. 4:40 to play. Tech gets a fresh 35-second clock. Sanchez, very cerebral, will inbound the ball. Antoine gets it in the corner.
Yeah, to the Tigers' credit, Sanchez can come off the bench anytime.
Antoine loses it.
Start the game.
Gets it ripped away from number 3, Patrick Manning. So a physical game, intense game on both sides of the ball. Delalue, unable to get where he wants, kicks it to the corner. Long distance 3. This one's good. That's number 10, Ryan DeCaro. Timeout Lynn Tech. 7-3 Woolies. 4:09 to play here in the opening quarter.
All right, smart timeout. 7-3. Nothing's blown open yet, and we're still trying to come to grips, I would imagine, with that injury.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a look. Is Gio Jean checking back in the game? Looks like he'll be right back in here. So that timeout was probably to calm themselves down.
Yep.
And substitute Jean back in the game. 7-3, 4:09 to play. We are here in Upton, Mass. So again, with the power rankings being what they are, they're the regular season power rankings. Both these teams have won 2 tournament games. I mean, based purely off the power rankings, Millbury's probably a 10 points better, but it doesn't always work on paper that way in execution. They also played Manchester Essex about a month ago here or at home. They won by 6. Tech just beat Manchester Essex in the tournament by 17.
Yeah.
They've scored 60 points in both of their tournament games.
It's kind of the beauty of stats is you can skewer them any which way needed.
Absolutely.
And
Jean back in the game, gets the ball in the paint. Dribbles it out, drives in, goes up right-handed, and sinks it in. Great timeout by Coach Bingham and his staff. They talk it over. They cut the lead from 4-2. Here come the Woolies.
Oh,
nearly a step.
Yeah.
That Tech pressure burst pipes. Here comes the half-court offense for the Woolies. A drive here. Going to be a foul on the floor. Nice drive. Again, that's Jimmer Donnelly. Coach Donnelly's son, also the heart and soul of the Millbury offense, approaching 1,000 points. Not quite there yet. Number 21 back in the game, Nolan Clark. So quick trigger from the bench from Coach Donnelly. Delalue inbounds. Tech sets up. They're in a zone now, Tech. Missed shot, rebound, Gio Jean. Not missing a beat. 2-on-1 over to Sanchez. Sanchez goes up. No good. Ulysses Diaz rebound, gets fouled. No good, but a chance to tie the game at the free throw line. And JD, you've been mentioning this all season, the importance of capitalizing at the free throw line.
Absolutely, it's critical. That is why you go to the boards. That's why you bang in the paint like that, is so that you can get that opportunity. Ideally, you're going to sink one for 2 and then get a chance at an extra point for 3. But if you miss that first one, you definitely want to get both of them. Take advantage when you can.
No audio.
Second one in and out. Taking up. Good pressure backcourt. Okay, good pressure in the paint. Nice defensive rebound.
1 win until the Final Four. 2 wins to a state title. That is what is on the line tonight for the Lynn Tech Tigers. Millbury is the 2 seed. They have home court advantage in their power ranking from the regular season. Was more than 3 points higher than Lynn Tech's. Yet all that matters tonight is what transpires on the parquet. It's the Millbury Woolies and the Lynn Tech Tigers, and it's going on right now. Corner 3, no good. Some audio issues corrected by senior extraordinaire Zach Lucas. I'm Justin Barrasso, joined high above courtside with my broadcast partner JD Perry. It is a back and forth game here that currently is 7-6. Correct that score in favor of the Millbury Woolies. Anybody's game, physical on both sides.
Fast moving, high intensity.
Millbury, the number 2 seed. Lynn Tech, the number 7.
I think over embellished, but it was, you know.
Referees had their hands full tonight. It's going to be physical all night long. Thank you for the text. So many people reached out to let us know that we've been talking for the last 10 minutes, but JD, just nobody heard it. It was for the best.
Well,
it was a prep run. Rehearsal. Woolies up top, long distance 3. That's no good. Tech rebound. Jeez, that guy almost gave him a nice roll at the basket. Xavier Rodriguez into the game. Andy Batista with the ball. Earlier in the game, if you missed it or missed it on the broadcast, Gio Jean took a shot, looked like to the head, stepped out of the game, came back in, hasn't missed a beat, misses that layup there.
Right.
7-6 here, 1:30 to play. Here comes Delalue over to Donnelly. That's really the heart and soul of that offense. Donnelly misses, gets his own rebound though. Tech's going to regret that. Delalue up top. At the end of the quarter, we'll go through records and some of the stuff we went through, some of the numbers we went through earlier.
Nice
drive.
work. Rodriguez reached. That was
Good recovery by number 12. That's Ryan Nicoforo. That's 9-6. Woolies, they are the home team. We're out here at their home away from home. This is Nipmuc Regional, but it is the home game for nearby Millbury. 9-6, 50 seconds to play. Jean drives off the glass, no good. Tech's going to need that to fall.
Tight tonight.
Corner 3. Man, it was close. Offensive board, good position. Great job by Jean locking him up. No shenanigans from either side after the whistle, which is good. Two players fighting for the basketball. That's 21, Nolan Clark. So Jimmer Donnelly, number 11, is the coach's son. That's Jim Donnelly's son. In a couple of years, we'll be saying that about Coach Bingham. His son will be in 8th grade next year. CJ Bingham, very talented young basketball player. 39.6 to play, 9-6. Woolies ahead. Sanchez with the ball. He drives right, gets a nice screen. Gets blocked. A 1-on-1 comes up with it. That'll be a jump ball. No, foul on the floor. If that's the case, that'll be free throw shots for a 1. That puts Millbury in the penalty.
Looks like he's going. That's great. Hey, chip away. Get it while you can, right? High intensity, a low-scoring affair to this point.
So far, both tournament games, Millbury has scored 60 points. Tech has had a little bit more explosiveness on offense. 77 against Amesbury, 61 against Manchester Essex. I think both teams look a little tight. Millbury looked better to start in that first 30-second stretch.
Yeah.
A 1-on-1 misses his first. He'd love to have that back. He looks to sink his second and make this a 2-point game.
Nice.
And that he does, 9-7. No shot clock. We're at 25 seconds. Millbury ball. They're looking to break the press. Tech sets it up well. Sanchez on the ball.
Good pressure.
Making Millbury play at a different speed. That's Donnelly with the ball up top. He's going to drive. He's going to lose it. Holds on to it. He's got a very strong handle. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. Kicks it to the corner. Long distance 3, 2, 1. Sinks it. And that'll do it. A strong finish for the Millbury Woolies. I'll say it, JD. After 8 minutes of basketball and about 4 minutes of commentary there.
Right.
Tech can play with these guys. It's not going to be easy. You can't let them control the pace of the game.
True.
Pace of play, but I think here's the biggest problem. You'd love to say, man, I'd love to do that quarter over again. That's not the way this game works. That's not the way life works. but you have 3 quarters where you can make change.
Absolutely, and you know for sure, based on the way that this team is constructed, the spirit of the team, the intensity, and what they have for chemistry, this isn't going to shake them in any way. This is only going to make their resolve that much stronger. I think we're in for a really good, it'll be a telling second quarter, but I don't doubt anything. If they're within reach, there's not a chance that these guys are going to go down or falter in any way. It is going to be a matter of, as you said, I think capitalizing more on offensive opportunities and trying to slow down the movement of the ball, the quickness in the movement. The Woolies, to their credit, do play quickly, which is a page right out of the Tigers book, but they also move the base of the ball quite well, quickly. Let's see how they press. Let's see how they can change that.
Unsung hero James Brooks, Lintech alum, TV media student, gave us a heads up. One of the people who gave us a heads up. Thank you to James for reaching out about the broadcast. Would love to have you with us. We are in the Crow's Nest here at Nipmuc Regional, high above courtside. That's Zach Lucas on camera. I'm standing beside my broadcast partner, J.D. Berry. It is 12-7 to start the second quarter. And Nipmuc goes up, and they take their biggest lead of the evening. That is a 14-7 lead for the Woolies. 7:25 to play in the second quarter. Sanchez with the ball, finds Antwine. Tech going a little smaller, a little quicker here. They find a one in the paint. Finds Sanchez, moves to Sanchez in the corner, gets screened. Sanchez goes left. Bigger defender on him there. Over to Gene, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wants to go one-on-one. He drives in the middle, goes up, gets hit. That is Jim O'Donnelly's second foul. Tech down by 7 with 7:04 to play in the second. But all of a sudden, with Donnelly picking up his second foul, you feel pretty good if you're Lynn Tech.
Yeah, that's going to work to the benefit of the Tigers, and I think they want to keep pressing the play around him and force his hand.
JD, I take it. So I still believe it's his second foul, but on the board it's listed as his 5th. He'd be out of the game, but I mean it.
There we go.
So actually, this is calling it his first personal. Maybe they changed the call early. They called one on him earlier in the game. All right, so that's Donnelly's first personal, not second. 14-8 after one free throw. Nearly a steal.
Intensity. Sanchez able to keep it in. Nice play.
14-8. Tigers force a turnover. Kick it to Sanchez in the corner. Takes it. No good. Here comes Delalue from Millbury. Spins. He's guarded by Antwine. Ulysses Diaz back in the game. Sanchez is steal.
Giving away to Sanchez.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Tigers. Here comes Batista.
That's a beauty.
Defender draws the charge there. Give credit to number 1. Senior Aiden Filippo set himself up and gets the call. We'll see if we can fix the tripod for the second half. I know we're right in the way of that spotlight. We'll see if we can work on that for the second half. Long distance 3 for Millbury, no good. Gene can't come up with it. Antwine does, finds Gene. Here comes the fast break. Oh, steal knocked away from behind. 6:12 to play, 14-8. Millbury, a bucket here would be huge. We'll have to go higher on the tripod.
Okay. I think we are unmatched this season until tonight with the quickness and the speed.
I agree. Strength too. You can see Millbury's a very well-rounded team. Corner 3 for Antwine, takes it. Tough bounce off the rim. Rebound Millbury. 5:56 to play in the first half. 14-8 is the score in favor of Millbury. Antwine on the ball. He and Delalue letting him be a little aggressive. Posts him up, goes up and under. Extra step there. That's a traveling violation on Delalue. All right, so if you're Tech, this is the 3rd possession in a row. You need to come away with points.
Critical.
A couple of subs into the game. So Donnelly was on the bench. I think he's got 2 fouls Each scoreboard had, I don't know how.
I think it went 5-4.
One said 5, one said 1.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's got 2. We'll keep our eye on that. He's back in the game with 5:40 to play. Sanchez with the ball. Guarded by Donnelly. Gets screened from Jean. He's double teamed. He drives, goes to the hoop, gets a foul. Excellent job drawing contact. JD, just what they needed to get to the line.
Yeah.
With 5:30 to play in the half, down 6.
Yep. So that's that's a typical, stereotypical standard. This is what the Tigers game is. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Make the other team force their hand. Get some fouls, point to the line.
So inaccurate at the line tonight is Lynn Tech, and that's painful. You take the points where you can get them, and right now it's at the free throw line. Sanchez, a very dependable free throw shooter. We'll see if he can sink the second one. He does.
All right.
14-9. Tech cuts it to 5, sets up the press. Sanchez on Donnelly. Millbury breaks it. Tech gets the trap, back to Donnelly, kicks it out top. Tech playing well defensively this quarter. Millbury working the perimeter, driving, jumper. It's good for number 3. That's a sophomore, Patrick Manning. Makes it a 16-9 game. Antoine up top, gets a high screen from Diaz. Moves to Batista, he fakes, drives left, goes up, and off the glass. What a roll for Andy Batista. It's the biggest hoop of the night for Lynn Tech. 16-11 with 4:35 to play. Millbury breaks the press. Turns the ball over. Sanchez 2-on-1 over to Jean. Jean in the middle. Goes up in good for 2. A quick 4-0 spurt for Tech. 4:25 to play.
Was that a Woolies timeout?
Woolies timeout.
That was smart on the Woolies part. In fairness.
.425 to play. Thank you for tuning in. That was the best stretch of the evening so far for Lynn Tech. Trailing by 3 points against the Millbury Woolies. We're here at Nipmuc Regional. So great atmosphere for basketball. The Lynn Tech cheerleaders are here. The student band for Millbury. Some good student sections on both sides. A pretty packed gym tonight here in Upton, Mass.
Yeah, nice crowd, loud crowd.
Zach, what are your takes so far?
I think Tech started off a little rough, just a tiny bit rough, but we're coming back. We're coming back, and you know what? I've been saying it. Rateau came on and said it. It's been being said since last year. Lynn Tech is a second half team, no matter the sport. So no matter what, I think we're going to finish off strong here, but no matter what, we're going to come back into the second half of this, and we're going to finish strong no matter what, because that's just what Tech does. That's who they are. That's how they play.
Tech sets up the press, 4:24 to play. Nice insight from our senior Zachary Lucas, who's on camera tonight. It's nice to be the home court team. Here comes Donnelly driving, guarded by Rodriguez.
Excellent.
Nice D. 5-on-4 for Tech. Here comes Jean. He's going to go left. He's going to find space. He sees Antoine up top. Over to Jean. Long distance 3. He's in motion. No good. Donnelly rebound. It is definitely nice to be the home court team here, but at some point, fortune favors the bold. You got to outplay your opponent.
Right.
16-13. Donnelly drives. He's going to get hit by Antoine. That'll be Antoine's second.
He drew a nice foul on that one. To the credit of, was that
Jim Donnelly?
Yeah. So observation, having no knowledge of this team prior to tonight, really. No extensive knowledge or real game knowledge. They are a smart team, and they play poised. And is where we usually see the Tigers, but they got out to that quick jump, a 3-point lead, and sort of put the Tigers on the heels a little bit.
Neither team capitalizing at the line, JD. Donnelly misses the first. And I suppose there's something to be said about the fast pace of play, then you slow it down at the line. But gosh, these guys shoot free throws both sides all the time. Hits the second. Be a sub here. It's a 4-point lead for Millbury.
And
this is the time you want to capitalize, though. It's anybody's game.
Right.
Keith Chandler checking in for the Tigers. Andy Batista takes a breather. And they're going to go a little smaller with Xavier Rodriguez instead of Ulysses Diaz, or Juan for that matter. Rodriguez screen up top. Gene drives right, gets triple teamed, throws it off the glass, gets fouled. He'll get to the line for 2.
All right.
3:37 to play.
You know what? Get them now. They know this. What am I saying? They know this. But I think they've been averaging, 50%. And that goes for both teams at the line, at the foul.
Yeah, it's too good a Millbury team to give them any kind of advantage early. Hits the first free throw. If you can come out of the first half even, I think that's a win for Tech.
Yeah.
And take it nice. You see the backspin there. Gene's warming up. 17-15. First quarter belonged to Millbury. Second quarter so far belongs to Lintech. 3:30 to play. Tigers set up the press. Rodriguez up high on the ball. Sanchez on Delalue, who's looking to drive. Kicks it long distance 3. They're happy to shoot from way beyond the arc. That's good for Ryan Nicoforo. That's a 20-15 game. Tech drives to the hoop. Gene again gets it knocked out of his hand. Rodriguez comes up with it. He's going to drive. Goes behind the back. Goes up. Barrels in. No good. 3 minutes to play. 20-15. Millbury ahead. That's Nicoforo, who we know can shoot and likes to shoot long distance. Tech's going to be aware of that. He wanted that 3 there, too. Rodriguez, nice job defending. Tech going to have to at least contest these long distance 3s. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Delalue passes to the corner. Great D from Rodriguez. He wanted that call, but there's 10 seconds into the shot clock. It'll be a sideline out of bounds in front of the student section for Millbury. JD, big possession here.
Oh, huge.
Diaz checks back in the game.
That's big.
For Rodriguez, who played well there?
Yeah. Obviously, we'd like to see a turnover here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, so
yeah,
they have to pick up the pace more than they typically do, the Woolies.
Delalue taking his time. Sanchez on the ball. Chandler doubles. Find Donnelly, long distance 3, sets himself up, hits it. And you can see with him setting himself up. Yeah, he'd set himself up and his feet were set, and good pass. They found him. 23-15. This isn't going to be easy to beat a team like this. To get to the Final Four, Batista drives, kicks it to Chandler, long distance 3. No good. Sanchez nearly comes up with it, fights for it, but it is Millbury ball. Millbury up by 8 with 2:05 to play, looking to extend their lead to 10 here. Donnelly penetrates, loses it. Sanchez.
Nice hustle.
Critical steal for the Tigers. Here he comes. Finds Batista, drives. Finds an open Gene for 3. Nice backspin on the ball. No good. Rebound Millbury. That would have been nice for Tech. Timeout. 1:48 to play. That's a timeout. Millbury. JD, at some point, you don't want to play 3 versus 2. Does Tech need to shoot more 3s? I'd say no right now to answer my own question, only because they're taking them when they get them. They're just not making them right now.
Right, exactly. And conversely, the Woolies are getting them, taking them and getting them, and they're also taking more time with the ball. They're chewing up the clock. They're working down the shot clock, which thus far has worked to their credit, to the Woolies' credit. Now, as we move forward, if we can see the Tigers keep up the intensity offensively and defensively and take more time when they have possession offensively, I think that would work to their benefit. Maybe bringing it closer into the paint, going up for those close plays, hustle to get those offensive boards if they're there, and in the meantime, try to draw fouls.
Zach Lucas, just give us some color. How was the bus ride in, the student bus ride in over here to?
I took the regular bus with the players.
Oh, you rode the team bus?
As I usually do. The team bus is the team bus. You can't beat it. I think it's personally better than any fan bus that anyone could ever come up with. You don't get the true on-hand experience that you do when you're on the player bus.
.148 to play, 23-15. Tech sets up their press. Millbury ball looking to extend their lead to 10 or 11. Tech looking to narrow this. Oh, that's almost an extra step there. Millbury breaks the press. Took some effort, but they did it. Cross half court. Delalue had the open space, thought about it, drives. That looked like a jump ball. It is solid defense from Tech. That is a jump ball. Alternating possession arrow goes to the Tigers. JD, big stop. Now you need a bucket.
Yep. Now it's got to happen.
1:32 to play in the first half. Tech trailing by 8 points. That's Sanchez with the ball. He's been steady all night. Ooh, nice backdoor cut from Chandler. Well defended, though. Sanchez, is he going to come up with it? Oh, that's a backcourt violation. Chandler's right foot hit the line.
Yeah.
1:16 to play.
What?
And these are the possessions that keep you awake throughout the offseason. Tech needs a big stop here. Batista on the ball. Long night of basketball ahead of us. That's Delalue. Some perimeter passing from Millbury. Donnelly over to Nicoforo. Long distance three. Drills it. (26-15). Sanchez thought about a three, finds Chandler. 50 seconds to play, 11-point lead. Gene with the ball. Want to go high-low here to Diaz. He gets doubled and hit. Unlike the first quarter, that is only less fouls here.
Yeah, that was a good attempt on that pass.
All right, so now it says that's his third foul. We're getting a different number every time, but it looks like that's Donnelly's third. Donnelly has 3 fouls with 42.9. That's a good sign for Tech. Now they're just going to find a way to put the ball in the bucket. Easier said than done against this defense. Batista in the corner. Fresh 35, he drives baseline, goes up.
Come on.
Nice offensive rebound by Diaz, gets hit.
All right.
Double whammy there on the offensive board, second chance opportunity. That's the 15th foul for only 36.1 seconds left. But that's the 15th foul, so you're in the penalty. And Ulysses Diaz goes to the line for 2 to hopefully cut this lead under double digits. Well, he can cut it to 10 if he hits a second. Neither team has been particularly solid at the line, which is a little easier if you get an 11-point lead. If you're trailing, you got to take advantage of every chance you can. And I'm sure Coach Bingham will be stressing that at the half. Misses them both, Diaz. So 1 second differential here between game clock and shot clock. Here comes Millbury. That's Delalue looking to drive. Sanchez on the ball.
Oh, nice steal.
Sanchez, big steal. He's going to go straight up. No good. Tech can't get the roll. 14 seconds to play. No shot clock here. Delalue with the ball. Now no Jim or Donnelly on the floor. They find Nicoforo, who loves the long distance shot. Here comes Delalue. Sanchez on the ball. Gets an opening. Takes it. Misses it. Rebound. Diaz. And that will do it for the half. 26-15. The last 3.5 minutes of that second quarter were really controlled by Millbury. The pace they wanted to play, they found open shots. And really, JD, the biggest difference, they finished.
Yeah, that was a trend that started on early, and then as the game continued through the half, it just widened it widened the gap because it kept moving in that direction. But I think now that during the half they'll regroup, as Zach mentioned earlier, and I think we have been witness to. The Tigers do play very well in the second half, historically.
We're going to take a breather here. If you want to watch us do this, we're going to raise the tripod, which the three of us, it's like how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb? That old joke?
That'll work.
So you can watch us do that. We'll be back for the second half of basketball, 26-15. It's a 10-minute half. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
See you then. Half of basketball, Lynn Tech.
And we are good with volume.
We are back for our second half of basketball.
How are we?
Third quarter. Lynn Tech trailing the Millbury Woolies 26-15. One encouraging note for Lynn Tech is that senior guard, Jimmer Donnelly, really the player that powers the Woolies offense, has 3 personals.
Yeah.
But Tech has to do a better job finishing at the hoop, as you were saying.
They do. And in the meantime, and I think that the sooner the better, they can get one more foul, have him draw one more foul on him, or have him draw. Excuse me. We draw one more foul from him.
I agree. If they can do that, it's a whole new
that
ballgame.
One would hope that it's going to allow the Tigers to fall into their more aggressive and explosive offensive threat.
8 minutes to play. Millbury ball to start the second half. Antoine on Delalue, another sharp shooter from Millbury. Millbury running their flex offense here. A one-on-one on the ball. Delalue drives. Gets it knocked away by Andy Batista. Antoine comes up with it. Finds Batista. Tech, a great stop. Tech holds a team like Millbury to 26 points in the first half. Excellent defensive effort. Now they've just got to be able to find more points. Pass to Diaz. He comes up with it. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time.
And take that time. Get the shot. Get the opportunity to draw a foul.
Tech throws it away. Here comes Millbury. They're going to take that 3. That's Nicoforo, long distance. Nails it. The biggest lead of the night so far for Millbury is right now 29-15, 14-point lead. Tech needs points and in a hurry. Gene over to Batista. Batista down to Antoine. To a one-on-one down low. He hits Diaz. Goes up, banks it off the glass. Big hoop for the Tigers.
All right, as we've seen though, at this pace, it's not going to work well. So we can't trade 3s for 2s.
Offensive foul on the Woolies. That's number 21. Nolan Clark picks up the foul. That's Nolan Clark's 3rd foul. He's going to check out of the game as well.
All right.
Patrick Manning checks in. A little bit of momentum, hopefully, for Tech. They need to capitalize on it here. Batista with the ball. Tech can cut the lead to 10.
So I've also seen, I think it's worthy of note that I did detect, and of course I'm not aware of the stripes, but I did see number 21 who just got fouled. A blatant foul he made in the first quarter was missed entirely. So
it's a physical team, no doubt about it.
And my hope and the ideal is that they continue that physicality, but they see consequences for it. We do not shy away from physicality at all. In fact, sometimes it seems to drive us.
In and out. Tough bounce, a one-on-one.
Tight. Nice,
critical offensive
great offensive board.
From all the way from Ford Elementary to Lynn Tech, a one-on-one. Gene drives, comes up just shy. Tech unable to get points consistently. Getting good looks, though.
Really good looks, but definite frustration. Let's just hope that doesn't get under their skin, the skin of the Tigers.
Donnelly makes the pass. 5:45 to play. A one-on-one on the Nicoforo. He drives. That basket is no good. He missed it anyways. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Fresh 35 for the Woolies. 5:38 to play in the third quarter. One thing that Millbury's done or prevented Tech from doing is running. The fast break is, they've yet to click into gear. So that would be a big change if Tech can force some turnovers and get a fast break rolling.
Yeah, that's something we have not seen much of, if any, from the Tigers tonight, and that is usually one of their strong suits.
Millbury can tend to be patient on offense. Delalue to Nicoforo, right back to Delalue. He drives the middle, draws contact from Diaz, got him off his feet. Gets the contact, he'll go to the line for 2, which is a harmful play just because they ate so much clock up on those 2 possessions. 5:12 to play. Delalue goes to the line, shooting 2. sinks the first. Travis Sanchez back into the game. He'll come into the game for Brandon Antwine. Bit of a chess match here.
It is. I'll say something.
Donnelly comes out of the game.
That can work to the benefit of the Tigers. One thing I'll say, sometimes some games the ball is falling for you. Some games it isn't. But it's also true is some quarters that's the case.
Call me crazy. I feel like Tech has them exactly where they want them. 5 minutes to play. Corner three from Batista. That gets blocked. That wasn't a Trier ball. That was rejected. Or at least deflected. Delalue, long distance three. Rolls off the rim. Loose ball, Awan. Fights for it. Last touched by Awan. That will be Millbury ball.
Uh-oh.
Sanchez comes down. It's hard to say where. His forehead, his nose, his knee. He is writhing in pain. We hope Travis is okay. Hard to say exactly where it is. Coach Bingham on the floor.
He is definitely in severe distress.
Looks like it's lower body if he's having a hard time, if he's ginger on his feet. An ankle maybe?
Could be. I did not see.
That's a tough loss for Tech.
Yeah, that's a serious loss.
Xavier Rodriguez will check in for Sanchez. 4:48 to play. Excellent hustle there by Awan, but it will be Millbury ball. I still think Tech has, again, they're playing solid defense. Just the offense needs to click.
And it's certainly doable. It just simply has not yet. Bottom line.
Special shout out to Johan Plaza. Johan was injured during the year, torn ACL. Basketball misses him. We miss seeing him at school. We'll see him back soon for surgery. Donnelly back in the game, drives, good defense from Diaz. Open three in the corner from Delalue, cross-court pass. Misses, big rebound from Diaz. Nice. Over to Jean. Here come the Tigers, 4:25 to play. Gio Jean with the ball. Going to use that screen to get a better matchup. Finds Diaz down low. He's doubled though, tough pass. Diaz fights for it. Going to come up with it.
Comes up with it.
Loses it. And it's Millbury ball. And Coach Bingham wants some of these possessions back. Tech is just so close on the offensive end. Donnelly holds the ball, actually keeps dribbling while he fell. Kept his dribble. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Donnelly for Millbury calls time.
Well,
maybe I'll be the fool on the hill up here high above courtside. I still think it's going to click. Tech is just such a prolific offensive team. I know their backbone's their defense, but Tech is a defensive team that can score the basketball. So I really think we're about to see that burst of offense.
I can't wait to see it. We just need. Let's start with one. Let's get a nice one, right? Fast. However it happens. No, ideally not at the. I don't think we'd like to see it in the course of play as opposed to a foul shot.
But I think you just said it. Start with one stop.
Yeah.
One hoop.
Yes.
And then
then build.
Yes.
Keep going. And then then ramp up the pressure.
Because there's no way you can score 14 points in succession against a team as talented as Millbury. So you're going to have to chip away. And Tech, you can see the way Coach Bingham's and his staff are coaching. They know the season's on the line.
Yeah.
And you can see the seniors, the way they're playing.
Yeah, we're not yet at the point where their back is broken by any stretch. The Tigers right now, though, have a lot of straws on their camel's back by way of missed baskets. Let's see a change on that.
Double coverage there. There was a wide open man in the corner. Too bad Tech couldn't come up with that Millbury ball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 18 seconds. 3:45 to play in the third quarter. Tech looking for a big stop here. Donnelly's out of the game. 5 seconds, 4, 3. Gonna be a long distance three from Nicoforo. He holds on to it, loses it. Shot clock violation. There's the first piece of a big puzzle.
Yep.
But it's the first piece. You got that stop.
This could be the first step on that journey.
Sorry, Donnelly's out of the game now. He's checked out.
And he's still at 3, right?
Yes. Batista with the ball over to Gene. He gets doubled. Now they're in a zone now, so it's kind of a shadow zone where they can double the ball handler. He drives, goes up, short. Knocked out of bounds. Looked like maybe it over the back on a wand, but it looked like it was off of Nicoforo. But neither of those was the call. It was called off Tech. 3:12 to play. Another lost possession for the Tigers. Here comes Millbury, Nicoforo. Filippo back to Nicoforo.
Tipped. I thought he had it.
Yeah, Tech needs to force some turnovers and get that fast break. Corner 3, he's open. He makes it. Woolies doubling up Lynn Tech, 34-17, 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Gene to a wand at the free throw line. He'll drive, take a mini jumper. Doesn't get the bounce. Solid box out there for Millbury. Batista on the ball. And Nicoforo's going to want that 3. Nice job pressuring him by a one-on-one, as well as Batista. Open shot down low. Short, but they get the O board. Tech comes up with it. Andy Batista fights for it. No, Millbury comes up with it. Fresh 35 for the Woolies. 34-17, 2:12 to play. Rodriguez guarding Delalue. He'll be picked up by Gene. Nicoforo wants that 3, takes that 3, makes that 3.
Well, I don't have the stats on their three-point attempts to made shots, but I'd say they're in well above 70.
37-17, 1:50 to play in the third quarter. Tech goes high-low to Ulysses Diaz. He puts it up, no good. Rebound, Nicoforo. Another part of the facet of this game, Millbury just dominating the boards offensively and defensively. Nicoforo, long distance 3, drains it. And the game is going the wrong direction for Lynn Tech in a hurry. 1:28 to play in the third quarter. Down by 23. Gene with the ball. Still time for the Tigers. Batista drives, gets in, slashes.
That's good.
And now they can set up the press. Nearly come up with a steal. Ooh, almost an offensive foul.
High elbow.
Delalue wants that 3. You know they're going to be patient on offense. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. 21-point lead. Steal from the Tigers. Fast break opportunity. Here comes Gene. Puts it up. Nice. Exactly what Tech needed. 40-21. 4-0 run from Lynn Tech. There's a foul from Rodriguez. You take that. You set the press up again. It's only the second team foul this quarter. A lot less whistles in the third. His first personal. He'll come out of the game. Antoine comes back. Jimmer Donnelly back in the game as well. 13-second differential here between shot clock and game clock with 48.8 to play. Keith Chandler also checks in for the Tigers. He checks in for Andy Batista. Antoine on the ball. Double teamed on Donnelly. Nicoforo has it. Here comes Donnelly. Good hand by Chandler, deflects. Tech doesn't come up with it though. Chandler, big defensive position here on Donnelly. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Offensive foul. Excellent defense by Keith Chandler. 24.2 to play. And you could see Donnelly thought he was controlling the play. Chandler stuck with him. That was a physical play by Keith Chandler.
I think that's Donnelly's second offensive foul.
And his 4th of the night.
Yeah.
Tech now 24.2 to play. On a 4-0 run, they look to extend it here. Likely their last possession of the third quarter. Slicing and dicing as Gene puts it up and in. No, it rolls out.
Uh-oh.
Diaz gets it, goes up, gets fouled, and it's good. 6-0 run for Lynn Tech. 40-23. This game is still in control by Millbury, but Lynn Tech showing some life, putting the last 6 points on the board. And they get a chance to make it 7 in a row here with this free throw.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned with Gio Gene, though. He twisted something, came down wrong on his ankle, something. That's concerning.
Every time something goes well tonight, 2 things go wrong, it feels like. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We'll keep our eye on Gio Gene on the bench. He's getting treated by the trainer, Joe Walsh. Diaz comes up with it. He misses. 8 seconds left. I imagine we'll see a long distance three. Smart foul from Keith Chandler.
Yep.
Tech only with, they had a foul to waste. I love that foul. 5.2 now. Smart foul from Chandler. His first, team's fourth. I mean, you know Millbury wants a three here. Delalue gets it, 4 seconds. Three. Antoine on the ball. Steal. Batista over to Chandler. Tech throws it away. They get a stop there, though. 40-23. We're heading into the fourth quarter. JD, this is it. Do or die.
Yeah, it's crunch time. Well, they seem to be staging an offensive threat at this stage, and that is certainly beneficial to those who are watching the game. And I think they've got to feel a little bit elevated by that last possession or two. I think they had 4 unanswered points.
6-0 run in that quarter.
So
they were down by 23.
Hey, it's a step in the right direction.
Lynn Tech will need the quarter of the season to keep their season alive. 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 40-23. Now Millbury's best player, Jimmy Donnelly, who's been plagued by foul trouble all night, he has 4. Hasn't particularly adversely affected the Woolies thus far. Nevertheless, it's better if he's out of the game for Tech than if he's in.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to see things play out real time in just a moment. Again, the Tigers seem to be shouldering the threat that is weighed on them all game long. And I think we're seeing a resurgence, and I hope that is the way things continue to move for the Tigers.
Looks like Gio Jean, a little tender, but he's able to put weight on the ankle. Looks like we'll see him sooner rather than later.
And he knows this is it, too. You know, this could be it, I should say. You rub a little mud on it and get right back in there if you can.
40-23, Tech on a 6-0 run. 8 minutes to play here. Batista with the ball, guarded by Delalue. Batista drives, goes up, gets blocked. Rodriguez tries to get a hand on it, doesn't. 7:40 to play. Nicoforo, if he gets an opening, he's going to take it. The Woolies with a 17-point lead. Tech needs a stop. Corner three. Good passing there. No good. Offensive board for the Woolies.
Got to get those.
Oh, Xavier Rodriguez is going to get teed up there. And that's a difficult play for Tech. Maybe they call it both ways, but I feel like that one's just on Rodriguez. Let's see. Yeah, technical on Tech. The last thing you can do for it here is to give him extra points.
Yeah.
Nicoforo goes to the line. Sinks that with ease. A 1-on-1 will check in, I imagine, in for Rodriguez. He does. Yeah, you can't give him extra points. 7:21 to play in the fourth.
All right, boys, time to play for keeps.
And Tech can shoot the 3-ball. I mean, we'll see here if Antoine and Chandler and Batista start to look for that shot as the first option on offense. Donnelly has the ball up top. Over to Delalue. Patient approach. Gonna go for an up and under. Tough pass. Lands back in Nicoforo's hands. Of course it does. It's been that night for Lynn Tech and been that night for Millbury. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gio Jean checking back into the game. Open three in the corner for Donnelly. Takes it. No good. Rebound. Offensive rebound. They move the ball around. Donnelly again. He makes that one. 45-23, 6:40 to play. Tech looking to get going on offense. Turnover. Donnelly, same spot. Sinks it. Timeout Tigers.
That must have been the 1,000-pointer. Maybe. Just guessing. Well, I don't know how close he is. Somewhere in the 900s. But that seemed like an over-exuberant rush from the bench by the Woolies.
48-23. You know, and this is worrisome to say this because the game reminds me of the Grid or Lawrence games, and Tech struggled to score in those games.
Yeah.
And just the way Millbury's defending.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that. Gio Jean will check back in. We see Corey Bingham here imploring his group to lay it on the line during the final 6:25. See if Tech can get back in this game, make a miraculous comeback.
Well, now's the time to do it. And, you know, they just have to get things to change. The ball's going to have to start falling through the hoop. They're going to have to keep up the intensity and make it work for them by getting the turnovers that they need.
Gio Jean back in the game. I like this lineup from Coach Bingham. Teddy Batista, Brandon Antoine, Travis Sanchez, Gio Jean's back, Sanchez is back, and Ulysses Diaz. It's not over yet, folks. Tech down by 25 with the ball. Gonna need to score and in a hurry. Here comes Sanchez. Triple penetration. Drives. Tries to draw the foul, gets blocked. Tech will maintain possession. 6:12 to play. Diaz in the corner. Finds Jean. Jean took a tough tumble there, but he looks better, a little better now. Nice steal by Delalue. And that's a foul from Antoine. That's going to be actually a, not a technical, but that's going to be an intentional foul. And I think they called that because he was in the air when he got hit.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder to protect yourself. So it looks like that'll be 2 shots and possession. The issue hasn't been defense tonight as Millbury scores their 49th point. I mean, you have them right about 60. He misses the second.
Yeah.
That's number 21, Nolan Clark. The issues from the get-go has been offense.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Not falling. I mean, I would love to say that.
I subbed there, a one-on-one of the game. I like this from Coach Bingham. All 5 seniors.
Yep.
They know what's at stake.
Yes, they do.
Fresh shot clock for Millbury. This whole team a threat to shoot a 3 from half court. And take a good D from Antoine. Covering Delalue like a blanket. Delalue kicks it. Millbury is very patient on offense. They're in no hurry here. See, Jimmer Donnelly wants the ball. He's calling for it. He gets it. Long distance 3. That looks like it's short. And wouldn't you know, the ball bounces directly to Nicoforo. Fresh 35 for Millbury. Donnelly drives. Gets blocked. He wanted the foul. Doesn't get it. But Millbury will maintain possession. 5:16 to play. Delalue takes a breather. Nicoforo off the inbound, off the glass. 51-23. Frustrating night gets more frustrating. Antoine, long distance 3, looks good. Drains it.
It's good.
51-26. Tech sets up the press. Millbury breaks it. Nearly a turnover there. Donnelly with the ball up top. Jean playing, defending, nice D. Knocks it, pokes it loose. Good matchup there. Open 3. Good backspin, no good. Andy Batista offense with the board. He's gonna drive coast to coast. Wanted the foul, doesn't get it. 4:25 to play. Here comes Millbury. They're going to kick it back.
They're going to chew that clock up. Yeah.
.4:15 to play. 51-26. Points at a premium for Lynn Tech. Donnelly drives, offensive rebound. Donnelly comes up with it again. He drives. He's going to get the whistle. That'll be on the floor. That's Tech's 4th team foul. It's one of the last times we'll say this, unfortunately. There's still enough time.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, but there's still enough time.
It's still feasible.
4:04 to play. Down 25.
But things are going to have to change.
In a hurry.
Quickly, yeah.
Sanchez on the ball. Millbury, nothing if not patient. They throw it away. Tech, a nice defensive stop there. Only took 11 seconds to force that turnover on that possession. 3:53 to play. Tech down by 25. Clock is ticking. Gio Jean with the ball. Finds Batista in the corner. They go to a 1. He's going to get it batted away. Millbury, you got to tip your cap. An outstanding defensive effort. Long distance 3 from number 32. No good. Gets his own offensive board. Puts it back up. Misses again. That was 32. Sophomore Jackson Stewart. Rebounds really backbreaking. Sanchez, corner 3 from Batista. No good. That looked good too. 3:15 to play. Here comes Millbury. Antoine, solid D there. Nearly comes up with the steal. Timeout, Millbury, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Their coach wanted to get a couple of players back in. We'll see what substitutions he makes. 3:01 to play. Let's go to Zach Lucas. Zach, can you give us something to cheer us up? Something to ignite us?
I am scared. I am scared, and I've said it plenty of times. I don't think I've truly felt this fearful since last year when we made it this far. I'm pretty scared. But you know what? I have hope. I have hope, and hope is all you need as a person, as a team. It's all you need in life, you know? As long as you have hope, you can get to the other side. And I have hope that these Lynn Tech Tigers are going to bring us all the way. It's going to take them a little second to get into it, even though they don't have a second. It's going to take them a second, but they're going to get there. And I fully believe that. Once it clicks for them, it's going to click. And we're just going to be cruising up on past them. And I can't wait to see it.
3:01 to play, Millbury
Well,
inbounds.
you won't have to wait. And I'd love to see it too.
See, that's a kickball off Tech. It will not be a new shot clock, though, which is good. 20 seconds, 2:57 to play. Millbury inbounds. Kick it up top. They're looking for Jackson Stewart for that 3. He doesn't get it there. Corner 3. Takes it and makes it. 54-26.
If nothing else, and they have been more than that, the Woolies have been on point with their three-point shots tonight.
Better three-point shooting team, better rebounding team. And really, I mean, that's 2 big differences. Nice take by Batista, no good, gets his own board. Finds Sanchez. Sanchez drives. Corner 3 to Batista. It looked good. Referee timeout. I don't know why the ref blew the whistle there. He wanted to get the subs in, which is his right to do. I think he wanted a sub before any more frustration.
Okay.
Coach Bingham puts his reserves into the game. And for every new beginning is some other beginning's end. It was a pleasure, long distance shot there, to, in some cases, the past 5 years, to watch, to call in the broadcast, to teach in the classroom. This group of seniors at Lynn Tech. Coach Bingham, yes, he and his staff have turned around this program, but they brought in some fantastic young men to do it. And that's the last time we see them in Lynn Tech uniform playing in a MIAA sanctioned game. It has been an absolute joy to watch them play.
It certainly has. They have exemplified all the good things that you want to see in student athletics. from the way that they play with all their heart, practice and games, the way that they treat the other team with respect, the way that they have each other's backs, the way they respect the coaches, and in school, as students, walking the hallways at Lynn Tech.
Really a commitment to excellence. Re-established Lynn Tech basketball throughout Massachusetts. But for a third straight year, it's a tough pill to swallow. Lynn Tech will make it as far as the quarterfinals. Jumper there, no good. 1:13 to play, 1:14 to play, 1:13 and counting. Just another word or two on this team. Travis Sanchez saw a transfer from Classical, wanted to be a part of what Lynn Tech was building. Brandon Antoine has given his heart and soul to Lynn Tech basketball, as has Gio Jean. What a phenomenal year for Jean. Andy Batista hits the 1,000-point mark. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better teammate than Andy Batista. So a tough pill to swallow with the season ending here in Upton, Mass at Nipmuc Regional at the hands of a very talented, to their credit, Millbury basketball team. And you said it, they were dynamite from long distance. They played pretty steady defense. And they, on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively, rebounded the basketball.
Yeah. You know, if you put all those things on in a debit and a credit column, line them up, line item by line item, they just put all the pieces together, more pieces than the Tigers did tonight, and they did it consistently.
Millbury defends home court. 4, 3, 2, 1 for the Lynn Tech seniors. It has been an absolute joy, privilege, and pleasure to call you over the last 3, 4, 5 years to watch you develop as basketball players and student athletes. That's Brandon Antoine, who dreamed of playing high school basketball. Awan Awan from Sudan. Andy Batista, who broke his wrist in middle school, was resilient and came back. Gio Jean, who should be the Conference Player of the Year. And endless credit goes to Coach Bingham and his staff, who really never accepted anything but excellence from this group of basketball players.
Yeah, and they answered the call on every level. Yeah, of course, you get deeper into the season. You get, first of all, you make the MIAA tournament. Okay, that's one feather in your cap, and then you move into the second round, the round of 8. You said it. You said earlier it's a tough pill to swallow. How many people get a chance to have access to that? Only a select few. They have played so well tonight. And, you know, the downside is that they didn't get to play the game that they would have liked to, simply because they couldn't. Credit again to the Woolies.
Yeah, you're right. Credit is where credit deserves to the Woolies. They'll get their Final Four banner.
Yep.
And trophy. Congratulations to the Woolies. Zachary, you've been with this team every step of the way. You've really sacrificed your own schedule and dedicated to Lynn Tech basketball. It's tough to see it end. Zach's having a hard time finding the right words. It's been an absolute joy. It really has. We missed, so, you know, on a personal level, I didn't expect to call every game this season. It was Newbie Ratto's job, and Newbie ended up getting a great job in Boston Public Schools, so we stepped in. Sure. And if I'm doing anything, I'm doing it with J.D. Perry.
I couldn't be more happy to join you, and I'm glad you have me. Sorry, on some occasions I'm here more for comical relief just because I'm so green. But I will say that it has been an absolute honor to work alongside you. and Zach and everybody from the TV media crew.
Yes.
And Holly, Astrid, of course.
You name them.
And what a joy it has been to watch this team through the season, how well they play. And it doesn't matter the circumstances. It doesn't matter the situation. They always were the best of the best as far as student athletes should ever hope to be.
I'm crying up just as much as the players over here. I'm getting choked up. I've been with the team since sophomore year. I mean, everyone knows me. I know all of them. I know all the coaches. I've been just as devastated the last 2 years. I'm devastated this time, though. I really thought we were going to go further. But you know what? It's okay. This is an amazing season to end a high school career. Andy Batista getting us 1,000 points. That's
another Voc championship.
Yes, another Voc championship, too. Absolutely. That's all Lintech does. They win and they win and they win until they can't anymore.
A wise man once said, well, many times he said, sometimes you win.
Sometimes you don't.
No, he didn't say that.
Sometimes you don't win. Sometimes you lose.
No, that's not the Rateau quote.
Sometimes you keep winning.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. That's the Mr. That
when you
Rateau
lose, you
quote.
learn. No matter what.
We'll take a lesson from tonight.
It's been a while since I've been with him. You know, it's all the quotes, they're a little fur.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. I'll leave you with one story. It was freshman year. It was 4 years ago. Honors English class. There was a young man in that class, Brandon Antoine, and he said he wanted to play basketball for Lintech. I said, what else do you want to do? He said, I want to play basketball for Lintech. I want to bring Lintech back to prominence. But those were his exact words, but he wanted to, I want to make Lintech special. I want to make Lintech the team to beat, he said. Mission accomplished.
Those are the words I was going to use. Yeah, he certainly, he did what he set out to do, without a doubt.
We have to get down from this crow's nest. Wish us luck. Congratulations to Millbury. They'll move on to the Final Four. They'll play Georgetown. Georgetown's already advanced. Georgetown's the defending D4 champion.
Okay. So
that'll be an interesting matchup. I'd imagine that game would be Sunday, Monday, somewhere in that ballpark. But an empty feeling here for Lintech fans. But congratulations to Coach Bingham, his staff, his players for a phenomenal season. And we can't wait until next year.
Looking forward to it.
For Zachary Lucas, for JD Perry, I'm Justin Morasso. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.